Alex stood at the edge of the rocky ridge, his eyes scanning the dense jungle below. The alien world stretched out before him, a mix of thick trees, strange glowing plants, and distant howls that made his skin crawl. He tightened his grip on his blaster rifle and glanced back at the small group of human soldiers behind him. Their mission was clear: help stop the war between two alien clans that threatened to spill over into human space. The peacekeeping force had arrived just days ago. The humans were strangers here, caught between fierce alien rivals who barely trusted each other. Alex was not a man who liked fighting, but he understood the importance of their mission. They had to protect innocent lives and prevent this war from getting worse. "Keep your eyes open," Alex said quietly. "These beast folk are fast and dangerous." The soldiers nodded. The beast folk were a wild-looking species, part human, part animal. They had sharp claws, strong muscles, and thick fur covering parts of their bodies. Their eyes glowed in the dark, and their speed was unmatched. Stories from other soldiers spoke of their brutal fighting style and how they never gave up. Alex lowered his voice as he watched a movement near a cluster of trees. Suddenly a figure appeared, moving with incredible speed and grace. It was a female beast folk warrior. Her eyes were fierce, and her claws caught the light like blades. Her fur was dark brown with streaks of gold, and her muscles flexed as she sprinted toward the human position. "Contact!" Alex shouted. The soldiers raised their weapons, but the beast woman was already too close. She moved like a shadow, weaving between the trees and dodging blaster fire. Then, with a powerful leap, she landed in front of Alex. The two stared at each other, human and beast woman, both ready for battle. Alex aimed his rifle, but the beast woman was too fast. She dashed forward and swung a claw at him. Alex raised his arm just in time, but the sharp claw cut his skin, drawing blood. A sharp sting spread across his forearm. "You're tougher than I thought." The beast woman growled, her voice low but strong. Alex gritted his teeth, feeling the sting but not backing down. He dropped his rifle and pulled out a combat knife. This fight was no longer about guns. It was close, raw, and personal. The beast woman circled him, eyes locked on his movements. Alex moved carefully, watching her every step. She attacked again, this time faster and harder. Alex barely blocked her claw and struck back with his knife. Aiming for her side, the two fought fiercely, their moves almost equal. Each time Alex thought he had an opening, she reacted faster. Her strength surprised him, but so did her precision. It was clear she was a skilled warrior, trained for battle from a young age. Suddenly, the beast woman dodged a strike and slashed Alex's shoulder. Blood ran down his arm. He stumbled but stayed on his feet. The pain was sharp, but not enough to stop him. Then, something unexpected happened. Their eyes met not as enemies, but as equals. Alex saw something in her gaze, a mix of respect, challenge, and curiosity. The beast woman paused for a moment, breathing hard, then nodded slowly. "You fight well, human," she said. "I am Kayla." Alex wiped the blood from his arm and nodded back. Alex. The jungle around them was quiet now, as if the world held its breath. Both knew the battle was not over, but this moment was different. "We should talk," Kayla said. "There is more at stake here than just this fight." Alex hesitated but lowered his knife. "Kay, but no tricks." Kayla smiled briefly, showing sharp teeth. "No tricks." They moved away from the battle line and found a small clearing where they could speak without being attacked. Alex looked at Kayla carefully. She was fierce and wild, but there was a calm intelligence in her eyes. "Why did you attack us?" Alex asked. "Because your people are in our land," Kayla said, "and we fight to protect it. But the real enemy is the clan to the east. They want to control everything." Alex listened closely. He had heard stories about the Eastern clan, ruthless and brutal. They had started many fights. If the two beast clans kept fighting, innocent lives would be lost, and humans might get dragged into a war they did not want. "Maybe we can help," Alex said, "but only if we understand each other." Kayla nodded slowly. "I don't trust humans, but you fought with honor." that means something. Over the next hours, Alex and Kayla talked about their worlds, their people, and the war. Alex shared stories of human struggles and hopes for peace. Kayla told him about the ancient customs of her tribe and the importance of strength and loyalty. As the sun set, painting the sky with red and orange, they heard distant shouts. The enemy clan was coming closer. "We have to move," Kayla said. "Together." Alex felt a strange feeling in his chest. He did not know if it was fear or something else, but he trusted Kayla. She was no longer just an enemy, but an ally. They ran side by side into the dark jungle, ready to face whatever came next. The battle was far from over, but now human and beastwoman shared a bond forged in blood and respect. Alex knew this was only the beginning of a story that would change both their lives. Alex and Kayla moved through the thick jungle, their footsteps light but quick. The sounds of the enemy clan grew louder behind them. The Eastern clan was known for its cruelty, and their soldiers were closing fast. Both knew they had to find safety and fast. "We need a place to hide," Alex said, breathing hard. His shoulder still hurt from the claw wound, but he pushed the pain aside. Survival was the only thing that mattered now. Kayla nodded. "There is a cave not far from here. It is old, forgotten by many. We can rest there." Trusting her instincts. As they moved, he noticed Kayla's senses were sharp. Her eyes caught every shadow. Her ears picked up every sound. She was more than just a fierce fighter. She was a guardian of her land. When they reached the cave, it was hidden behind thick vines and moss. Inside, the air was cool and dry. The walls were rough but strong. Alex leaned against the stone, feeling the weight of the moment. "Thank you," he said quietly. Kayla sat nearby, her sharp claws flexing on her knees. "You fight well for a human. Most of your kind run or hide." Alex smiled weakly. "I guess I'm not most humans." A pause between them. Alex wanted to ask more about Kayla's people, but he also knew trust was fragile here. "Tell me about your clan," Alex finally said. Kayla's eyes softened. "We are called the Varkar. We live by honor and strength. Every member is trained to protect our land and our people. Our bond to each other is strong, like family. But the Eastern clan, the Zorath, they do not care for honor. They only want power." Alex listened carefully. He knew war was complicated, but the more he learned, the clearer it became. This was not just a fight for land, it was a fight for survival and identity. "Why did you draw blood in battle?" Alex asked. Curious, Kayla looked at him with a serious expression. "In our tribe, when blood is drawn between warriors, it creates a bond. It is a sacred connection. The one who drew blood must protect the other, and the other must trust them. It is called the blood guard." Alex felt a chill. This was unlike anything he had ever heard. "So you're saying we are connected now?" Kayla nodded. "Yes, you are my blood guard. It means I will protect you like a mate, and you must trust me." Alex thought for a moment. This bond could be dangerous. It was more than just a promise, it was a sacred tie that could change his life. "I don't know if I can accept that." He said honestly, His gaze was firm, but not angry. "You don't have to decide now. But the bond is real. It will grow stronger the more time we spend together." Alex felt a strange mix of fear and hope. He had never believed in destiny or fate, but Kayla's words made him wonder. Outside the cave, the sounds of battle faded. If for now they were safe. Alex pulled out his first aid kit and carefully cleaned his wounds. Kayla watched silently, her fierce expression softening. "You're stronger than you look," she said. Alex chuckled. "I've had to be." They shared a moment of quiet. The jungle outside was dark and full of unknown dangers. But inside the cave, a small light of understanding grew between them. The next day, Alex and Kayla set out again. They needed to reach Kayla's clan camp before the Zorath could attack. The journey was difficult. Thick vines blocked their path. Strange creatures lurked in the shadows, and the heat was exhausting. Kayla guided Alex, teaching him how to move quietly and read the signs of the jungle. Alex learned quickly, impressed by her knowledge and strength. "You are a good student?" Kayla said with a small smile. Alex smiled back. "I try." As they traveled, their bond grew. Alex noticed how Kayla watched him closely, ready to defend at any moment. He felt safer with her by his side. One night, as they rested under the stars, Kayla told Alex about the Blood Guard ritual in more detail. It was a ceremony of trust and protection, held when two warriors' blood was mixed in battle. It was rare for humans to be part of it, but Kayla's tribe believed in the strength of bonds beyond species. Alex listened, fascinated. Had never imagined a connection like this, but it made sense. In a world filled with enemies and danger, having someone who would fight for you without question was powerful. "Do you think your clan will accept me?" Alex asked quietly. Kalei looked at him thoughtfully. "Some may not. Humans are different. But if you fight with honor and protect our people, they will respect you." Alex felt a surge of determination. He wanted to prove himself not just as a soldier, but as someone worthy of Kayla's trust. The next morning, they spotted the edge of the camp. Smoke rose in the distance, and sounds of voices filled the air. Kayla motioned for silence. "We need to be careful," she whispered. "Zorath's spies may be nearby." Alex nodded. They moved cautiously, using the jungle to hide their approach. As they neared the camp, Alex saw families, warriors, and elders. The Varkar were a proud people, united by their traditions and love. For their land, Kaela led Alex to the clan leader, a large beast man with gray fur and fierce eyes. The leader studied Alex with suspicion. "Who is this human?" The leader growled. "He is Kayla's blood guard," Kayla replied firmly. "He fought with honor and saved my life. He wants to help us fight the Zoroth." The leader growled again, but finally nodded. "We will see if he is worthy." Alex felt the weight of their eyes. He was an outsider here, but he would not fail. He had to protect Kayla and her people no matter the cost. As night fell, Alex and Kayla prepared for the battle to come. The Zoroth would not wait long to attack again. But now, they were not alone. Together with the Varkar clan, they would stand. Strong, the bond between human and beast woman was growing, and with it, a new hope for peace. Alex looked at Kayla, her fierce eyes shining in the firelight. He knew their journey was just beginning, and that whatever came next they would face it together. The firelight flickered in the dark as Alex sat near the campfire watching the Varkar clan prepare for the battle ahead. Kayla was busy training young warriors, her movements sharp and precise. Alex admired her strength and focus. She was not only a fierce fighter, but also a leader who inspired those around her. The bond between them. The blood guard was growing stronger every day. Alex felt it deep inside, a connection that went beyond words. Kayla watched him closely, protective and fierce, but also with something softer in her eyes. That night, Kayla approached Alex as he rested under the stars. "There is something I must tell you," she said quietly. Alex looked up, curious. "What is it?" "In our tribe, the blood guard bond is more than protection. It is also a ritual, one that ties two souls together. It is sacred and powerful. When two warriors share blood, their fates become linked." Alex listened carefully. This was new to him, something deeper than he expected. "If we perform the ritual," Kayla continued, "we will be bound as mates. It means we will protect each other not only in battle, but in life. Our bond will be unbreakable." Alex felt a mix of emotions, fear, hope, and something like awe. He had never thought about such a thing. For him, it was strange and unknown. "Do you want to do it?" Alex asked, his voice soft. Kayla looked into his eyes. "I do. But only if you are ready." Alex thought for a moment. This bond had already changed their lives. It had saved him, given him strength. Maybe accepting it was the next step. "Ready?" he said. Finally, Kalei smiled, a rare softness in her fierce face. "Then we must prepare." The next day, the clan gathered in a sacred circle deep in the jungle. The elders chanted ancient words, their voices low and strong. The air was thick with energy and meaning. Alex and Kayla stood in the center, their hands touching. Kayla's claws were gentle as she pressed a small cut on Alex's arm, letting her blood mix with his. Alex did the same to her, the pain sharp but brief. The ritual was simple but powerful. As their blood mingled, Alex felt a warmth spreading. Through him a bond that connected their hearts and minds. "You are my mate now," Kayla whispered. "I will guard you with my life." Alex nodded, understanding the weight of her words. This was not just a promise, it was a bond that would change everything. The ritual complete, they returned to the camp. The clan looked at them with respect and curiosity. Some whispered, surprised that a human could be chosen as a mate. The next days, Alex and Kayla trained together, preparing for the Zorath attack. Their bond gave them strength and courage. Kayla fought fiercely, always protecting Alex, while Alex learned more about the jungle and the clan's ways. One afternoon, as they rested by a river, Alex asked Kayla about her past. "Why did you become a warrior?" he asked as Kayla looked at the flowing water, thoughtful. "I grew up during the First Great War. My family was lost when I was young. Swore to protect my people so no one else would suffer as I did." Alex nodded, feeling respect for her pain. "And strength. You carry a heavy burden." Kayla smiled sadly. "Yes, but it makes me who I am." Their conversation was interrupted by a sudden shout. Scouts rushed into the camp, breathless and urgent. "The Zorath are coming," one cried. "They attack at nightfall." The clan quickly prepared defenses. Alex and Kayla stood side by side, ready for the fight. The blood-guard bond between them made their hearts beat as one. As darkness fell, the Zorath attacked with ferocity. The jungle lit up with flashes of blaster fire and battle cries. Alex fought with determination. Using everything he had learned from Kayla and the clan, Kayla was a whirlwind of claws and strength, protecting Alex and others. She moved with a speed and power that amazed even the Varkar warriors. During the battle, Alex found himself surrounded by enemy fighters, fought hard but was pushed back. Just as an enemy raised a weapon to strike, Kayla leaped in, knocking the attacker down with a fierce growl. "I will always guard you," she said fiercely. Alex smiled despite the chaos. With Kayla by his side, he felt unstoppable. The fight lasted hours, but the Varkar clan stood strong. The Zorath finally retreated, their forces broken, but not defeated. After the battle, the camp was quiet, but full of tired, grateful faces. Alex and Kayla tended to the wounded together. Their bond was clear to all. They were more than just allies. Now, that night, Alex and Kayla sat by the fire, their hands intertwined. "This bond," Alex said softly, "it's stronger than I imagined." Kayla nodded. "It gives us hope. Together we can protect our future." Alex looked at her with new understanding. "I'm ready to face whatever comes next with you." Kayla smiled, her fierce eyes gentle. "Then let us prepare." The Zorath will not give up easily. Their journey was far from over. But with their bonds sealed by blood and trust, Alex and Kayla were ready to face the challenges ahead. They were more than human and beast woman. Now they were mates, guardians of each other and their. The Zorath had not given up. Days after their failed attack, the Varkar clan knew a larger assault was coming. The air was tense with worry. Alex stood beside Kayla, watching the camp prepare for war. The bond between them, sealed by the blood guard. Ritual made them stronger, but the danger was greater too. "We must defend our home," Kayla said, her eyes fierce. "The Zorath want to destroy everything we hold dear." Alex nodded, feeling the weight of her words. "We'll fight together, no matter what." The Varkar warriors sharpened their claws and weapons. The elders gave final blessings. The hunters set traps around the jungle paths. Every member of the clan prepared for battle. Alex worked with Kayla to plan the defense, shared human tactics, mixing them with the Varkar's fierce fighting style. Kayla listened carefully, respecting his knowledge. "You think differently?" "Than our warriors," she said, "but that is good." The day of the attack arrived with heavy clouds and low winds. The Zorath forces moved silently through the jungle, their numbers large and dangerous. As the enemy approached, the Varkar warriors waited in hidden spots, ready to strike. Alex and Kayla stood at the center of the camp, leading their people. When the Zoroth attacked, the jungle exploded with noise. Claws tore through leaves, blasters fired bursts of light, and battle cries echoed everywhere. Alex fought fiercely, defending Kayla when she was overwhelmed. Kayla was like a whirlwind, cutting through enemies with skill and strength. Between them allowed quick understanding when Alex moved. Kayla knew, and vice versa. During the fight, a group of Zoroth warriors tried to surround Alex. He fought hard, but he was outnumbered. Just as a Zoroth raised a weapon to strike, Kayla jumped between them, blocking the blow with her strong arm. "You are mine to guard," she growled. Alex smiled, feeling safe with her by his side. Together, they fought back, pushing the enemy away. The battle was long and brutal. Many Varkar warriors were hurt, but their spirit did not break. Alex and Kayla inspired their people, fighting as one. Near the end of the fight, the Zoroth leader appeared. He was a giant beastman with dark fur and glowing red eyes. His presence sent fear through the camp. "This ends now," the Zoroth leader shouted, charging at Kaela. Kaela met him head-on, claws flashing. Their fight was fierce strength against strength, will against will. Alex watched, heart pounding. He knew he had to help. When the Zoroth leader knocked Kayla down, Alex rushed forward. Using a trick he had learned, he trapped the enemy's leg with a hidden vine. The leader stumbled, giving Kayla a chance to strike. With a powerful blow, Kayla knocked the Zoroth leader unconscious. The enemy forces hesitated, then began to retreat. The camp was victorious, but the cost was clear. Many were injured, and the jungle was quiet once more. Alex and Kayla helped tend the wounded. Their bond stronger after the fight. "We fought well," Alex said softly. "Yes," Kayla replied. "But this war is not over. We must be ready." That night, Alex and Kayla sat together near the fire. The bond between them was deep, filled with respect, trust, and something more. "I never thought I would find this here," Alex said. "A place where I belong." Kayla looked at him, her eyes soft but strong. "You belong here, Alex, with me and my people." Alex smiled, feeling hope he had never known before. "Then let us protect this home," he said. "Together," Kayla nodded, fierce and proud, always. Their journey was far from over. New dangers awaited, but with their bond and the strength of the Varkar clan, they were ready. Alex and Kayla were more than warriors now. They were mates and leaders guarding their future with courage and the days after the battle were filled with hard work and healing. The Varkar clan worked together to rebuild their camp and care for the wounded. Alex stayed close to Kayla, learning more about her people and their ways. The bond between them, sealed by the blood guard ritual, grew stronger each day. Kayla showed Alex how to track animals, how to read the signs of the jungle, and how to move silently through the trees. Alex shared stories of his homeworld, of humans and their cities, machines, and dreams. They found comfort in their differences and strength in their unity. One morning, as the sun rose over the jungle canopy, Alex and Kayla stood on a cliff. Overlooking the valley, the air was fresh and cool. Birds sang in the distance. The peaceful moment was a sharp contrast to the war they had fought. "Do you think the Zoroth will return?" Alex asked, his voice quiet. Kayla looked out over the land, her expression serious. "Yes, they will not stop until they control everything." Alex nodded. "Then we must be ready. Stronger than before." Kayla turned to him, her eyes shining. "And we will be together." Their bond was no longer just a ritual. It was a promise of protection, trust, and partnership. They were mates, guardians of each other and their people. As days passed, the clan's strength grew. Alex trained with the warriors, his human tactics blending with the Varkar's fierce style. Kayla watched him with pride, amazed by his determination and courage. One afternoon, a messenger arrived from a distant Alea tribe that had not yet joined the fight. They offered help if the Varkar proved they could win. Kaela and Alex prepared a message to send back, asking for support. The war was bigger than their clan, and they needed allies. "We must show them our strength," Kayla said. in our honor. Alex agreed. Let's plan a strike against the Zoroth supply lines. It will hurt their power. The clan gathered. For a meeting? Warriors and elders listened as Kayla and Alex shared their plan. It was risky, but could change the war's tide. We fight not just for survival, Kayla said, but for peace and freedom. The warriors cheered, ready to follow their leaders. The night before the mission, Alex and Kayla sat together under the stars. The bond between them was strong and comforting. I never thought I would find a home here, Alex said softly. Kaela smiled. You are part of our family now. They shared a quiet moment, knowing the battle ahead would be dangerous. The next day, the strike began. Alex, Kayla, and a group of warriors moved silently through the jungle. They targeted Zoroth supply camps, destroying weapons and food stores. The attack was quick and effective. The Zoroth were caught off guard and suffered heavy losses as they returned to their camp. The clan welcomed them with cheers. Hope returned, and the bond between human and beast grew even stronger. But the war was far from over. Zoroth would strike back harder. Alex and Kayla prepared their people for what was coming. They trained harder, planned smarter, and stood united. One evening, as they watched the sunset, Kayla took Alex's hand. No matter what happens, she said, I will guard you. Alex squeezed her hand, feeling the power of their bond, and I will stand by you, always. Together they faced the future with courage and love, ready to protect their home. And the jungle was quiet as Alex and Kayla stood at the edge of the Varkar camp. The days of battle had left scars, but the clan was stronger now. Their bond, sealed by the Blood Guard ritual, had grown deeper. They were no longer just human and beast woman. They were mates, leaders, and protectors of their people. The Zoroth will not stop, Kayla said, her eyes scanning the horizon. They will come again. Alex nodded, feeling the weight of her words. Then we must be ready, stronger than ever, together. They walked through the camp, greeting warriors, elders, and families. The Varkar looked to them with respect and hope. Alex felt proud to be part of this world, even if it was so different from his own. You have changed our clan, an elder said quietly. Your courage and heart inspire us. Alex smiled, humbled by the words. Only fight for what is. Right. Kayla took his hand, her fierce grip comforting. And I fight for you. As the sun set, Alex and Kayla stood on a cliff, watching the stars appear. Their bond was a symbol of hope, a bridge between two worlds. Together, Alex said, we can face anything. Kayla nodded, her eyes shining. Always. Their story was just beginning, but one thing was certain. They would guard their home and each other.